Well, more now on that breaking royal news. The Queen's thinly veiled criticism of Scott Morrison over his failure to commit to attending next month's global summit on climate change. Here was the moment Her Majesty made the comments during a visit to Cardiff. It's really irritating when they talk, but they don't do.
Ooh, the Queen's not happy. Joining us now is Royal Editor of the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers in London. Russell, good morning to you. This is red hot. Her Majesty probably didn't realise, though, the microphone was open, I'd imagine.
No, good morning, guys. Well, no, I think it was a conversation that she was having with a member of the Welsh Assembly and Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall. However, it was in a public foyer, and she just had been doing a public engagement. So one may wonder that if the Queen did want these comments to be heard. She has made several comments about political aspects, Scotland leaving the Union or attempting to at some stage, and about Brexit. So. I think it's a thinly veiled sort of swipe at world leaders, including Scott Morrison, of course, President Xi of China, and indeed Bolsonaro of Brazil, who have said that they aren't decided on this huge UN climate change meeting, which is due to happen next month in the UK. And indeed, as the Queen said, it's very irritating when they talk, but they don't do. So, no messing about with the Queen.
See, look, I don't even know if she was talking about Scott Morrison here, as you said, all the other guys who aren't going as well, all you big polluters. And I've watched that now over and over again since it dropped, about half an hour ago. How can you even understand what she's saying?
Well, listen, we have raised the levels of what she was saying. It is incredibly difficult to hear if you're just hearing that recording, but we're really certain of what she's said. This will be on the front page of every newspaper in the UK tomorrow, Ali. And I think it's clear as day who she's talking to. I mean, Scott Morrison has not committed to going to this huge UN climate change conference. Prince Charles was imploring him to do so, because Prince Charles will be there with the Queen, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge next week and next month, and it's a really big deal. We've got to get people around the table. Charles was saying the climate emergency is the biggest challenge of our time, and if you don't have the world leaders there, and especially the big hitters, then what's it all for, really? And I think that certainly the Queen would implore Scott Morrison to go, as I'm sure other world leaders who are attending would do as well.
Are any big hitters going?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're all going to be there. I mean, you've got Prime Minister Boris Johnson, you've got Macron from France, the Canadian Prime Minister, and of course a whole host of other major nations. Now, if President Xi doesn't go, Putin from Russia, one may not suspect that they would attend. Perhaps they will send their special envoys. But Scott Morrison is a major player, or wants to be considered a major player on the international stage. So if he's not prepared to sit around the table and discuss something like the climate emergency, then one may wonder whether he deserves a seat at that table.
Yeah, look, there are plenty of people in Australia who really want him to go and to head over there. And look, Emmanuel Macron is going to be there. Finally, he could sort of sort that relationship. Plenty.
Well, I don't know about that. I think that ship has sailed somewhat. But listen, there will be other people that will be wanting Scott Morrison to be there. I mean, I think the politicians over here find it absolutely extraordinary that he wouldn't come, but perhaps he's got his own agenda. But listen, if you're not at the table, then you don't get to have a say. So perhaps the Queen's words will make him reconsider his options.
He's got to get a deal with the Nats first, and then you might see him. Russ, always good to talk to you, and nice to see the Queen weighing in on this one too.
Yeah, thanks, Russ.